Hi there, YouTube, and welcome to my first impressions of LEGO Worlds. Which is to say, my first impressions after putting like 80 hours into it and unlocking most everything, but not everything. Which is, that itself kind of handily describes some of my frustrations with the game. The first thing to say is the problem a lot of like building games have, which is like, how do you gamify, which is like an actual word, I swear, um, building tools. And a lot of people like seem to withhold a lot of them. Like you have to unlock everything, and then you can build stuff. And there's a similarity there to say World of Warcraft, where you have the questing where you level up, and then you have the raiding at max level, where they are different. They're not exactly the same, and a lot of people will tear through the questing and get to max level as fast as possible so they can get to raiding. And a lot of building games, it's like telling somebody, "Oh yeah, here's half the colors. Paint with those for like 20 hours, and then we'll give you the rest of the colors." So that is inherently kind of frustrating, and it has resulted in I kind of tore through a lot of this game really quick because I do that with everything I enjoy. I turn it into a job and I turn it into a chore and I tear through it. So, maybe that isn't a fair criticism of the game, of how I'm dealing with it in my incredibly unhealthy way. But it's still the sort of thing of, it's like, no, if I'm working on this, I want all the tools and all the things and all the options available to me. Which, speaking of unlocking things, this guy's a great visual aid. Because it's not all terrible and it's not all great. So, in terms of things you can unlock, you have things made out of Lego bricks, like this tent here, where you just drop the whole thing. You have different characters, and then you have the Lego bricks themselves, which, you'll hear this and be like, that kind of sounds not great. But yeah, not all of these were unlocked when you started out. Like a third of them were unlocked. And the way you get more is on a timer. Like you play for a while, and then one of these guys shows up, and they have a Lego brick they're carrying, and you tackle them to the ground, and you can take the Lego brick. This one's kind of stupid because he's kind of caught. But yeah. So, no, don't summon the cow. Tackle the freaking... I'm trying to keep it PG. Oh yeah, since my Lego guy is made out of a farmer, I can summon cows. I have the amazing ability to summon cows. How's that for you? So yeah, you chase these guys down, you tackle them, and then you get the Lego brick. Which, the pluses of this are, it just randomly happens on a timer. You don't have to hunt these things down. They just show up, and then you get a arguably fun little mini game thing you do, and then you get the item. So there are props to, like, the downside is you have to unlock them, but the plus is the way you unlock them is for the most part pretty fun. But I've got all the bricks and those guys keep spawning. Like, I'll be playing and I'll be building stairs, and then they'll show up and they'll be blowing raspberries, and specifically be trying to be annoying because that's what they do while I'm trying to do other stuff, and they don't give anything good anymore. So it's kind of annoying, and I wish it would stop. Lego game, please. So yeah, overall positive impressions of the game, but that's definitely a thing to talk about. And as for unlocking things, I really wish I had like a complete list of things that could be unlocked, so I know when I'm done, because I want everything. I want all the things. And you can argue that a little bit of mystery in what you can unlock is sexy, and I totally agree with that. Just like there's mysterious of, you don't know everything that's out there, but man, I got stuff to do. Yeah. And there's undoubtedly there will be people who will make lists of everything and how you unlock them, but the game's still pretty young. Those aren't comprehensive yet. However, one of the things you can unlock are several varieties of dragon, one of which being the golden dragon that spawns on these gold-colored clouds. Now, they don't spawn on every map. They're a little bit rare. They're kind of on the outside chance. And I don't know if when one spawns, you have a chance for more than one to spawn, but this specific world that, I randomly generated and generated and generated until I got exactly what I wanted has 5. It has 5 golden dragons circling what is going to be the new home of Dragarmount, which, regarding the multiplayer and things like that, these are the coordinates of the world I've generated. But when I tried going to a world somebody else generated, it did not let me. So I don't know if anybody can use those, but there they are if you want to try, in terms of if you want a gold dragon or anything like that. Or if you're just wanting to build on the same ground I'm building on, please don't do that. No, please. Please don't do that. I don't know why it bothers me, but it would bother me, because I am a crazy person. So yeah, this is going to be the new Dragarmount, this giant crater that would allow me to build like something way bigger than anyone would ever actually want to play through. And I will probably sink the time into making it that big, for better or worse. But yeah, that's gonna be, no. That will someday be that project. But yeah, I need to be getting back more to my initial thoughts, because there's a bit I could talk about on this game. And there will probably be a couple videos I'm going to do about this. And I still want to do a video about building a better building game, because between Landmark and Lego Worlds, and I admittedly haven't really played Minecraft, but I've watched other people play Minecraft, and I've put a lot of thought into what it would take to make a really, really good building game, as to what I would like to see out of a building game. And in terms of other places, Lego Worlds kind of falls a little short, is the multiplayer of, I've got this world that I have generated that I'm going to fill with interesting and awesome things, and the only way I can share it with people is basically with videos like this. You can get people from your friends list, like your Steam friends list, invited to the world, but that is fairly minimal. And the one time I tried doing multiplayer with something, I didn't have any of the stuff I had worked for and earned. It started me out where they started out, and I can see the logic behind that, but I mean, I don't know. It's not satisfying, and it's not fun in that regard. So overall, I have been enjoying the game, and I think I would recommend it. Now, I bought it in early access back when it was like $15, and it's $30 now, which I am kind of a cheapskate. I don't think I'd personally pay $30 for it, but I do definitely feel like I've gotten my $15 worth. Again, I'm a total cheapskate, so I don't know what those numbers would mean to anybody else. It's probably worth the $30 to a lot of people, but the game does have problems. Like when I talked about unlocking stuff, the ability to build a world the size you want, with the biomes you want, with the creatures you want in it, is kind of the last thing you unlock. And there is that guy again. Nope. I'm just gonna fly off. You just do your thing. I'm entirely uninterested in you. So yeah, the ability to do that was unlocked after collecting 100 gold bricks, which is kind of their sort of campaign in the game, which wasn't terrible. It was kind of fun to go through, but when I just wanted to get to building stuff, it was a little bit of a chore, and I was mostly trying to tear through it as fast as I could, while listening to a British man trying way too hard to make you excited about the arbitrary rankings you were receiving of, adjective describing person who discovers thing and builder at the end of it. And at the end, you're a master builder, so you're the same rank as Batman. Yay! Woo! Then the other thing I have to do is find all of the chests where these beams of light are, so they go away. They distract me. I do not like them. Not unlike Gurren Lagann, all the lights in the sky are my enemies. Yeah, you like how I brought that around? So I totally brought that around. I have never seen this house before. It's just a sandwich place in the middle of nowhere. I don't understand that. And a cowgirl wants me to paint it a different color. I don't understand this. So there is a little bit of the like finger quotes wacky Lego stuff here that I'm not 100% on board with, but it's not bad. I've enjoyed the game, and I am going to thoroughly enjoy dominating every inch of this landscape and bending it to my whim. See, I just found that sandwich shop, and I'm going to turn that into something like a Subway because I've got like two friends who have like entirely separately worked at Subway. So I'm going to get a kick and a giggle out of that. And I mean, it's just fun to find things and, explore the potential of them. Like this over here with the lava on it. That shouldn't have lava on it. I just put it there. That's a weird, procedural generation thing where a chunk of the bottom of the ocean got bumped up to the level of like alpine mountains. So it's got all these plants on it producing bubbles and stuff. Yeah. And I added lava. And there's this neat little like Japanese pagoda on the end of it, not unlike this one here, that is going to get overtaken by lava and destroyed because I'm going to build it that way. Because reasons. Man, I got to make a monastery out of this. What I don't kind of like is any place I spawn a broom to get someplace fast, the broom just stays there forever. It just comes back every time I log into the game. So I've been finding brooms everywhere, man. I don't know. I don't even know what to make of it. So at some point I'll do like an actual tour video of what I've built on this game, and maybe a tip video for any of the neat little things I've figured out. But as far as my initial impressions go, I think that gives it a pretty good rounding out. So I will be posting more stuff about LEGO Worlds sooner or later, probably after I get more stuff done. And I'll see you guys there.